Hello everyone. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee and I hope you're having a very blessed day today. Get in my chair, goodness. So let me show you what I did since our last video, if I can remember. Okay, so I finished just decorating the pages. I haven't embellished the pages yet, but I put some washi tape on some of the pages. I did the washi tape and gesso and stamp thing that I showed you, technique that I showed you, and I did that on a few pages throughout. Let's see, I put some other washi tape. I put gesso on some pages like this. Let's see, I'm just flipping really quick. Let's see, just some washi tape in certain areas, some gesso, some washi tape. Just a variety in different areas. So we will embellish this as we go. Some other washi tape. I put this in a few areas. Some gesso. So that is just the base of the pages. We're gonna embellish this a little bit later on, but I wanted to get that done. So the next thing I did was decorate. So here were our two boxes, right? That we put paper on. And then I told you I was going to collage the front. So this is going to be the front of the book. And it's gonna open, we're gonna have the clasp here, which we'll do today. And it's gonna open like this. And then this book, this will slide in here. And then this is gonna be our lap book part, which we'll get to eventually. Okay, so that's kind of how this is gonna go. And then there's the back. So let me show you what I did. I showed you putting the paper on. We put the paper on. And then what I did is, this is gonna be the cover. And I'm probably gonna add a little bit more to the cover. And I'll do that probably last. I might put like this little flower, this like metal piece here. I might do some chain with some of these butterfly pendants that I got from BB Craft. I might have a few hanging, or I might do like a chain here. I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. My mind's always working, so we'll figure that out. But this is the base. So all I did here was just collage a bunch of pieces of material together, and then sew. If you can see, I just did like squiggly wiggly, sewing. I had this little piece of paper, and I did zigzag stitch around that. I put some what is this, cheesecloth behind this little picture here, and I might actually I'm debating, I might put like some of that crackle effect, or maybe something over this to make it shiny and raised maybe a little bit. I don't know. I'm debating on that. I might not, because that might not be the look I'm looking for. But all I did was really just collage like little pieces of fabric here. And I had this piece. And so then I sewed it back and forth, and I put this one on, and then I put this on. And then I did the spine of this part. So I put some lace back here, and then this piece and some lace over it again, just like a little piece of collage, and squiggly wiggly sewed it on. And then I sewed this a button on of the butterfly. So you can see here, I sewed it, and then I just put some masking tape over this. This is all gonna be covered. So the reason why I did not cover the inside yet is because I didn't want all of this right here to be showing. Oh, my lights just went out. To be showing. So this will be covered with another piece of paper, if that makes sense, okay? So that's why I wanted to hold off putting paper on the inside, or putting something on the inside yet, because I knew I was going to do some sewing. But if you're not going to sew, if you're just going to glue, you can work on the inside and outside, but I just wanted to kind of hide all this. Okay, and then I carried this part over the lace, and then just some sari silk here, and it looks like the glue's kind of showing through a little bit here, but again, I don't mind. It still might be drying, but even if it does, it's kind of like that aged effect. I kind of actually like it, so it was like a happy accident. Yeah, this was just some sari silk that I sewed on, because I want this to be kind of like grungy and patchworky, kind of quilty kind of. And then so I don't mind. Like, so, you know, I have jagged edges, I have torn pieces, but when it all comes together, it looks organized, even though they're like just little torn pieces. And I tore all the fabric. I wanted these like little frayed edges. I like that. And then at the very end, I just stitched around the whole thing to kind of hold it all together and, you know, give me a base here. So that was the very last thing I did on that. And then on this one, kind of did the same thing. So I had the paper down, right? And then this one, I just did like a little collage here with some cheesecloth, the butterfly, cheesecloth behind the flower, cheesecloth behind the butterfly, and just glued all that on. And then I did the same thing with the spine here with the same lace type material, and then the same silk part here. That was from like this piece of cloth that I got from the thrift store way back when. So those of you who haven't seen where I get all my cloth and fabric and lace from, I just go to the local thrift store on like 50-cent day and go through the racks and grab things that I think I you know, would love to use in my books. And for 50 cents, I can get a whole dress for 50 cents and just cut the whole dress up. I think this was like a table skirt or something, and I'm going to be using that in this. So for 50 cents, I got this big thing, or 25 cents, whatever day it was. So go to your thrift store, go on, you know, 10-cent day, 50-cent day, whatever day it is, and grab things, you know, kind of think outside the box, think about like outfits. And this one was a lace skirt. I think this whole thing was a lace skirt, but look at all that lace I got from this skirt, and I use it all the time. And to buy this amount of lace, y'all, you know, at a store, you can't get this much lace for 50 cents for sure. So that's what I do at the thrift stores. And then I cut it up. You're going to cut it up anyways. Who cares? Who cares? Okay. So put that lace down and just did some little patchwork, you know, little pieces of lace, fabric, cheesecloth here. And then I put the butterfly. So I glued it all down, and then I went in and just kind of squiggly wiggly, you know, sewed it. And then the same thing, I went around this whole thing. So this will hold this lace and pieces up here, right? And I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to cut it. Now, if you don't like that, you can cut it, but I want things sticking out and being like all hodgepodgey. So this, and then I sewed around this whole thing, squiggly wiggly like that. And there we go. That's what it looks like on the inside. Okay. So now today, so that's what I did off camera. Just kind of glued things down in a patchwork quilty kind of way and then sewed it on. If you're not going to sew, you can just glue it. No worries. Just, you might want like a fabric glue or a good glue for that to hold all that. I just like to sew because then I know it's not coming apart. Okay. And that I sewed by hand. I just, you know, stitched that on by hand. These little butterflies I got from BB Craft. And those were those, I can't find them. The bag is a bag of like wooden butterfly buttons. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I know I cut a spine earlier, but I'm going to redo it because I think I want it a little bit bigger. So I'm trying to find my ruler. Here's my ruler. Okay, so this is going to be the side that's clasped. Back here is going to be the spine. So we need to measure out the spine. So I'm going to, okay, it's about 4. It's like 3 3/4, or even maybe 3 1/2. But I'm going to say it's, let me see. Let's just make sure here. Yeah, it's about 3 1/2. Let's see if I'm just gonna, so 9 centimeters. 9 centimeters across. Okay, so if it's 9 centimeters across, where's my pencil? Scissors. I'm losing everything, yeah. Okay, so if it's 9 centimeters across, that's it. But now I want to make sure I probably give myself, let me think. If I give myself 2 centimeters, that only gives me about that much to glue. Let's see. And then that's, So this will be 9 plus another 2 right there. That should be good. About 13 centimeters. So I'm giving myself 2 centimeters across. Now, if I said it was 3.5, let me make sure. Yep, there we go, 3.5. That gives me, I should probably give myself an inch on each side. Well, I don't think I need that much. I don't think I need that much. Okay, that should be good. I'm kind of talking this through myself, talking this through. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this out. Hopefully we measure well enough. Okay. I'm just gonna erase those. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's put this over there. Okay, let's figure out how we're gonna do this here. Okay. So now you want to embellish the spine. And since I used this material, I'm going to use it again on the inside and outside of the back. So that's going to be this back cover part. So I want the layers to be hanging down just like this. So I want this to kind of hang over a little bit of the side here. Grab my... Okay, come on, let's get this all organized here. Okay, I liked this little piece here at the top. I used it over here, so I think I'm gonna use it again. This little, and I like these hanging from the bottom. So that's gonna go right there at the top. Okay. I'm gonna go right to the top of that. And let those pieces kind of peek up from the top. Let me make sure. These will kind of hang down. Okay. Where does my glue go? I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue just to kind of hold this on until I can sew it. And I haven't used this glue in a while. Let's see if we can get this going. It's just come on. Gosh, I haven't used this glue in a while. It's probably all hard as a rock. Come on. Otherwise, I'll have to... Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some new glue. But this is just to hold it. I can actually probably use a glue stick just to kind of hold this down, but because it's all gonna get sewn on, so I'm not too worried. Okay. So we're gonna glue that on like that. And I'm gonna do the same for the back part because I want the same. We're gonna make a pocket on the inside, but I want the same back here. So let's see here. Make sure it's kind of hanging over just a tad. And again, the girl who did the original video, she was just like cutting willy-nilly, and that I was just watching her and I was like, wow, how does she even do it that fast? Like, okay, I'm gonna try the glue stick for now. Might be easier. I haven't used this glue in forever. We should probably, I need to go through my glues. Okay. Oh, it's got little pieces on there. Oh, wait, no. This is what we want. We want it this way. Cute. Okay, so this will be the inside. This will be the back. Right? I glued this wrong, didn't I? Darn it, y'all. Good thing I noticed it now before I sewed. You probably all saw that. See, when I'm talking and crafting at the same time, it doesn't work. I can't focus. I can multitask for so many things, but talking and crafting, no, for some reason, does not work. This is what I wanted. I wanted the lace pieces up here, even though we're probably not even gonna see them because we're gonna cover them. Ha! Of course. Okay, so this is gonna kind of go like this. That's gonna be the spine on the back. Well, this one, it's gonna go like this. Like this. It's gonna go like that. That's it's gonna look like on the back. And I wanted to use maybe this one. Whoop, it goes like this. I might need a bigger piece. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe okay, it's gonna get glued on the inside like this. So I might like that to show. I'm debating. It's gonna go in like this on the inside. So that will show. And I like having that cream showing. So actually, yes, I think I'm just gonna put this like kind of right down the middle. And I love these flowers. So I'm just gonna cut that off. And let's see here. So I'll let that kind of hang down the bottom a little bit. I'm gonna cut this off and let that kind of hang off the top a little. We'll save that. Okay, let's see if this will work. Come on, baby. Even just a little bit. I just need a little bit just to hold it. Now I'm probably gonna do like a tassel. So this is not gonna be the only decoration on the spine. I'm thinking I wanted to do it like a tassel type thing from the side. And that's why I wanted to have a cardboard in here so I can do a clip and it's gonna clip real well. Now, if you don't want the spine to be as sturdy, you can just use fabric. I think that's all she used in the video, the lady who did this video on for Victoria Designs. She just did some fabric, which is another really cool idea. But I wanted a little bit sturdier because I do want to do like I think we're going to do like a tassel with some of these colors, maybe some more creams and then some of the butterfly charms and stuff. So we're going to do that as well. And, oh, here's the bag. Here's the bag of these. I might actually, let's see, put some of these on here too. Let's see. Maybe like what colors do I have? Since we have all these blues, maybe we'll just, I don't want to add, oh, that one's kind of cute. Maybe something like that, like little butterflies flying up the side. What do y'all think? And then if we have a tassel from there as well. Okay, so that's probably what I'm gonna do, but what I have to do first, before I sew these on, I need to put this through the sewing machine and squiggle wiggle, squiggle wiggle, squiggle wiggle. Yeah, I'm gonna sew that. And I'm also going to sew this around. So the first thing, and I wanna do a pocket on this side. So let's figure out, this is gonna be on the inside and we're gonna have a pocket on the inside. And I wanted to have the pocket with this. Ooh, I love this. So I want that to show. Okay, so let's cut this. Okay, I'm trying to get this kind of straight, y'all. Let's just try. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it's gonna fray over time, which I like. Okay, so we're gonna sew those on. This is gonna kind of maybe tuck like right under like this. Ooh, that's gonna be so pretty. Okay. I'm gonna try not to, whoop. I want this to be straight. It's hard to like hold your material. Okay, that's gonna go right about there. Ugh. Okay. Make sure you don't cut the lace underneath. I'm just gonna get it in general, and then we will. So it's like you already have a hem here and a decorative design. You might as well use it, right, y'all? Use what you have. That way you don't have to like worry about like getting a design together. You're, you know, doing the sewing. It's already sewn for you, and it gives it like some really cool effects right there. Okay, so this is where I kind of want that. So this is going to be a pocket. Okay, so let me just make sure. And again, I don't mind if it's like not perfectly, you know, squared up or whatever when we sew it. So now take note now, okay? Because I was thinking this through. The first thing you want to sew is this side. Squiggly wiggly, squiggly wigglies, you know, and then sew. If you're going to put like your little butterflies on, you're going to sew those. And usually I just sew them by hand with like a needle and thread. And so the knots will be on this side, and I'm going to see if I can maybe try to tuck it behind the lace if I can, as best as I can. And then actually, you know what I probably could do? I'm just going to pull this off. Sorry, y'all. So I'll sew this, and then I'll glue this on just so it will stay. And then I'm gonna probably pin this. I'll pin it. And then what I'm going to do is sew around this part. Now this you wanna be a pocket. So I'm gonna sew like this up. So on this side, this will be sewn, this will be sewn, and this will be sewn as well. And then this will be a pocket on the inside of the book. This is gonna be the outside spine. Does that make sense, y'all? I'm hoping that makes sense. So just decorate the outside how you want it. I'm trying to think this through as I go. I'm probably confusing y'all. I'm confusing myself. I'm always confusing myself. But decorate the outside, then sew it, and then put your butterflies on if that's what you're gonna do, or do like another little, you know, whatever decorations you wanna do. Then put the inside piece on with your pocket, and then sew it around this side, and that'll help secure this as well as your pocket. But remember, don't sew across the top because this will be a pocket. Okay? Hope that makes sense. I will do that off camera. So, and then what you're going to do when you get this whole thing done, remember where this is gonna go. This is the outside. Make sure your top is at your top. And so you're gonna open this, and this part is going to get glued or sewn in to the inside. Your pocket will be here. Your pocket will be here. And then you can glue the spine to the inside. And I'm probably gonna bend it a little or kind of curl it. I don't want it to be like a perfect, you know, bent spine. I did it with like a thin piece of cardboard so it'll be flexible, okay? So you wanna measure and make sure that it was whatever width the front was, you know, we already measured, that's the space you have for your spine. So when you glue it in, make sure you're measuring and you have the right amount out here, if that makes sense, okay? So you're gonna glue it, but make sure you measure this and you have a big enough spine when you glue that in or sew it in. My sewing machine is a small sewing machine, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get this whole thing in to sew. So I'm going to get some heavy duty glue and really glue that in. And then it'll be reinforced. See, this will be in here. It'll be reinforced when I put the top part on as well, the top piece. That'll help hold that in as well. And you'll see that a little later. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do off camera. So now in the meantime, so I'm gonna sew all that, sew my butterflies. So let me put all this together. So I know I have to do that. Okay. In the meantime, let's make sure everything's the right way. Get our clasp on here. Okay, we can figure out where you want to put it. Now, if you don't have a clasp, you can use two brads and do like a little tie. You could do like a buttonhole tie if you want. You can do like a sari silk big tie around the whole thing, or, you know, like some fabric around the whole thing. I just had these, and there were spare parts, the Paper Studio from somebody, maybe Hobby Lobby or somebody, for $1.24. So I got them on clearance, so let's use them. Okay, so I'm gonna put these two together, and I'm actually gonna use clips to help hold everything together. So I'm not fooling around with this. I'm always fiddling. Y'all know I'm always fiddling. Okay. I'm trying to line up. Oh goodness, and this, I can't. Oh. There's no top there because I, pulled the top out, of course. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure this is all even. Okay, and there's the top there. So I'm gonna try to, that should be good. Okay. So figure out, now this one is not a very wide one, so I have to make sure that I get this pretty close. You don't have much room for error here. Okay. I am going to, I don't even know if this probably won't even help hold it at all. I'm just putting some, yeah, this is probably, it's just gonna, that's not even gonna hold it, I don't think. So, since that won't hold it, I'm just gonna undo this right away. So I have a pokey tool here, and I am just going to, watch your fingers as you're doing this, poke through, and I'm going to right away put this in. So this is one of the little, let me get rid of that glue here. One of the little brads that came with this. And then I'll just wipe that glue away. That didn't help whatsoever. If you have a flatter piece, the glue would help hold it, and I just want to make sure this is going to stay and it's all going to match up. Okay, let's make that straight. Poke through. Through, okay. And then you're going to do the same for this one. So make sure it lines up. So this is where I need it to be. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm gonna poke. Now I'm putting my hand under the book of the one that I'm poking through to hold it steady. Okay. I'll show you what it looks like on the other side as soon as I get these in. Okay, where's the hole that I just poked? Okay, I literally just poked a hole and now I can't find it. Ah, difficulties, y'all, difficulties. Okay, let's do that again. This is where that needs to go. Where's the hole? There's probably a way easier way to do this, y'all, and I am making it difficult. There it is. Okay, let's just make sure the hole's big enough. Okay, there we go. And then this one needs to go right up here. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this all on camera so y'all can see how difficult a time I have with things. Okay, there we go. So we got the holes in. They're on two separate, I'm taking the clips off now, two separate sides of the book. Okay, now you're gonna flip your book open. See, here's your little prongs. And the reason, again, why I did this now is so we can cover it up with paper or fabric or whatever we're gonna cover it up as we go. And I'm just gonna take like a piece of masking tape here and just kind of cover those up. It'll be easier so it doesn't poke through paper, and I'm actually just gonna kind of go like that. There we go, there's one. And there's our clip right there. It's not going anywhere because the brads are in. Just wanna make sure they're pushed all the way in. Cool. And then the same with this one. There's our little brads, or the little backs of the brads, or whatever these are. Now this is going to be inside the book, so we don't even need to, you don't even need to cover this up. This is going to be inside this part. You're not even going to see that. You'll just see this part. So that's kind of cute. I like having some, you know, some sewing right there. Okay. So there we go for that. Let's see. So this is gonna hook in like this. Let me make sure these are all the way down too. Pushing them all the way in. So push them in, feel with both hands. So this is how this will eventually, me and my big fingers here will clasp. There we go. Oh, we did it. Yay, y'all. We did it. And then our spine will be back here. Woohoo. And this is the front of the book. And this is how it will open. So I'm going to keep that like that because that's going to help me with the spine. No, it will not. No, we'll have to undo this. Because I'm going to have to glue the spine right in there. Well, there we go for that. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, so then we need to, once you get the spine glued in, okay, with your pocket, everything glued in. Let me make sure. Then we're going to have to close the book. And now I'm seeing this, I might have to, at some point, cut a little bit of this out so I can get this book completely closed. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll tuck in there pretty good. I'm going to have to see when I glue this in. I might, if you're having an issue with that, it shouldn't go way far over anyways. It should only have like a little piece here. You shouldn't have that much of an issue with this in there. But if you do, you can just like kind of cut out a piece or, you know, chisel out a little part here to make sure this closes correctly. But so your next step, after you get your spine all sewn and everything, you're gonna glue this in, and then you're gonna close this box up. Like so. Glue it, and then maybe put a clip on there to hold it overnight and get it like really, really dry. And then this is where our little booklet's gonna go, right there. Right there. And then you're gonna have a pocket here in the spine. So you could put like pens or pencils or, you know, little notes or whatever in there. And then the next video, we will start working on this, on the lap book part. So there we go. I hope you guys are following along. I hope I'm not making it too difficult. Oh my gosh, little by little. It's like I kind of like craft on the fly, and then I'm like, ooh, that won't work. Let's try something different. But you know what? Anytime something doesn't work, you just kind of, it's like kind of solving a puzzle on your own, you know, like as you're going and you're like, okay, how will this, I have a vision in my head, but how can we get that vision to come alive? And slowly but surely it's coming there. I'm getting really excited. It's starting to look pretty cool. Again, nothing like I visioned from the beginning, but kind of in a way. I mean, the overall look is. So, yay. Well, hope you guys are enjoying. Keep crafting along. I would love to see what you guys come up with, because I know I'm going to show you something and you're going to take it and make it your own. And I can't wait to see. So send me pics. And we will keep crafting together. We will be doing junk journaling. We will be doing Bible journaling. And I haven't done any in my art journal in a while. Maybe one of these days I'll get to that, and my collage journal and everything else going on. But I'm having fun doing this. This is fun. So thank you all for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.